Hello friends, welcome to our J Multials channel. Today's lecture is going to be a very important lecture of differentiation. So please share this lecture as much as possible and subscribe our J Multials channel. Okay, so let's start with our lecture. Chain rule of differentiation. This is a very important rule of differentiation and this will help to solve many problems. Okay, so chain rule of differentiation. Okay, so now let's say we are given with our function y equal to fx, means we are given with y in terms of x. Okay, and now we are asked to find dy by dt, not dy by dx, dy by dt. Now t is some other variable, so we have to find the derivative of y with respect to t, not respect to x, but we are given y as a function of x. So now what we are going to do is, see very carefully. Okay, so dy by dt we have. Now multiply this by dx by dx. Nothing will be affected here because dx by dx will cancel out and become 1. Okay, so we ultimately multiply this by 1 only. Now see what I am going to manipulate this. How I am going to manipulate this? Now I have written these two together and these two together. Okay, so dy by dx into dx by dt. So no issue. Now we know y is a function of x, so we can find dy by dx. Now if we are given in question dx by dt, or let's say we are given with x is a function of t, then we can easily find rate of change of y with respect to t. Okay, so this is a very important rule. Okay, so we will get feel of this by illustration or question. Okay, so let's start with our question. So our first question is y equal to sine of 2x square minus 3. Now we know if y equal to sine x, then dy by dx. Okay, wait. Don't take this y equal to 2x square. Let's take y equal to 2t. Okay, 2x square. Okay, so no problem. Okay, y equal to 2x square. Sorry, y equal to sine of 2x square minus 3. Now we know that if y equal to sine x, then we can find dy by dx easily cos x. But here this is 2x square minus 3, so we can't directly write y dash equal to cos of 2x square minus 3. How? Now see, let's assume that 2x square minus 3 equal to t. So now we know that y equal to not t, let's say to it to be p. So now we get y equal to sine p. Okay, so now we can find dy by dp. See carefully, it's dy by dp, not dy by dx. Okay, so dy rate of change of y with respect to p, and that would be equal to cos p. Now we have to find actually dy by dx as per the question. So dy by dx can be written as dy by dx into dp by dp. So this would be dy by dp into dp by dx. Right, now we know dy by dp, that is cos p. Now we have to find dp by dx. Now we know that p equal to 2x square minus 3. So we can directly write dp by dx, that is equal to 2 into 2x minus 0, that is 4x. So we know dy by dp also and dp by dx also. So now we have to just substitute its value. So dy by dx equal to dy by dp is cos p into dp by dx, that is 4x. So dy by dx would be equal to 4x into cos p. Now we also know value of p, that is 2x square minus 3. So just substitute in this. So 4x into cos of 2x square minus 3. So we can find derivative of if y equal to sine of 2x square minus 3, then dy by dp, sorry, dy by dx, not dp, that would be equal to 4x into cos of 2x square minus 3. That is it. So if now this is here, if it is simply x, then we can directly write as cos x, but this is now some mess up things inside this function, so we have to follow this procedure to find its derivative. Now we can we know y equal to 2x square. So we can learn this like derivative of this whole function, that is cos of 2x square minus 3 into derivative of inner function. Can't we write like this? Why can't we say like this? Instead of following this much of procedure and wasting it time, we can directly write the derivative of this thing, assuming 2x square minus 3 to be a different variable. So that is cos of 2x square minus 3 into derivative of this inner function. Derivative of this inner function, that is 4x. So this is another way to learn this. Okay. Then also you can follow this procedure. There is not an issue at all. Not at all issue. Okay. So now let's say we are given with y equal to sine square x. Okay. Now we will be able to find derivative of this function. Now how will we be able to find derivative of this function? So let's assume that sine x equal to t. So y equal to t square. Okay. So dy by dt would be equal to 2t, right? Dy by dt equal to 2t. And now we have to find dy by dx. So dy by dx can be written as dy by dt into sorry for this. We can write dy by dx as dy by dx into dt by dt. So dy by dt into dt by dx. We know t equal to sin x, so we can easily find dt by dx. And now we also know that dy by dt, and substitute value of t as sin x in this and put all the respective values and we will get our answer. Okay, so this is our chain rule of differentiation. Now let's solve a complex question. Y equal to sine of sine x. Okay, so we have to find y equal to sine of sine x, and we have to now find dy by dx. So I will use the trick that I have told to learn this. Okay, so dy by dx can be written as, assume this to be a single variable and find derivative of this whole function. So that would be sine of something and its derivative will be cos of something. So cos of sine x, something is sine x here, into now derivative of this inner function, that is cos x, and now derivative of this x. Okay, now we have to go that much inner side and form a chain, that much is possible. Okay, so into now derivative of 1, derivative of x, that will be 1. Okay, so this is cos of sine x into cos x. Now let's take a twist in this question. So y equal to sine of x square. Sine of x square, not sine of sine square x. Okay, so now dy by dx will be sine of, let's assume this whole variable to be t or t whatever, and now find derivative of that. So derivative of sine of something will be cos of something, so cos of this whole stuff, that is sine of x square, into now derivative of this inner function sine of x square. Now I assume x square to be another variable, let's say c. So derivative of sine c with respect to c would be cos c. So again cos of x square. Okay, and now derivative of this x square, that is 2x. Okay, this would be little bit complex, so let's follow our procedure that I have taught in the beginning of this lecture and understand what is going on here. So we know that y equal to sine of x square. Okay, so now let's first assume sine of, that is inner function, sine of x square to be equal to t. So y equal to sine t, we know this. So dy by dt would be equal to cos t, and now we all now dy by dx we can write it as dy by dt into dt by dx. I have just taught it up on a previous or second last question. Okay, so now we know dy by dt. Now we have to find dt by dx. Now we are given with y equal to sine of x square. Now we can't directly write dt by dx to be cos of x square. Okay, because this is x square, not x. So now again we have to assume that x square is equal to p equal to x square. So dt by dp, sorry, let's follow step by step. T equal to sine of p. So dt by dp equal to cos p, right? And now dt by dx would be dt by dx into multiply dp by dp in numerator and denominator. So now we can write as dt by dp into dp by dx. And now p equal to x square. So dp by dx would be equal to 2x. And dt by dp we know cos p, that is cos of x square into 2x. So now we know, now let's come further upward. Now we know this dy by dx into dy by, that is dy by dt into dt by dx. We know dy by dt, we know dt by dx, that is found just now. So dy by dx will be written as dy by dt, that is, let's see what is that. Dy by dt is cos t, means cos of sine x square, because we assumed t equal to sine of x square, into dt by dx, that is 2x into cos of x square. See, I have found the same result by following the trick. We have to just go inside and inside. Okay, so and find derivative of that. Okay, so this is like a chain, that is forming like a chain. Okay, so this is the one of the most difficult question for chain rule. Okay, and most complex, not that much difficult but complex. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Practice more and more on this. Okay, so that is much important. Okay, so our chain rule is over now. So thanks for watching our video, and please subscribe our J Multiverse channel and share this video as much as possible. Thanks for watching.